Howdy, howdy, Jeff Moody. So great to see you. So great and glad. I'm so glad you're here because today in our weekly Talking About Burnout video tip, we're going to talk about beating burnout for medical students and residents. And I'll have to take a pause here for a minute. I think one of the giant drivers of burnout for medical students and residents is the fact that it's all external. You're required to do X, Y, and Z things in medical school. You're required / mandated to work X number of hours as a resident, and I totally get that. What I would hope to do and what I'd like to do today is explain to you that if you approach your medical school career, and your burnout inducing residency potentially with a certain mindset and a certain attitude going forward, then I hope you will A, learn good habits going forward, and B, hopefully ameliorate a lot of the burnout inducing events that can occur. So what I would like to do today is just briefly talk about the fact that number one, it is okay to say no. No is a complete sentence. So if you think you are having unreasonable demands made on you, and it's not just you, maybe it's all of medicine that is making these demands, and you really have gotten to that point where I call it your BS bucket or your bullshit bucket is full, then I think it's okay for you to say no. Number one. Number two, I worry, or I always wonder if the flip side of no is you saying yes to yourself, okay? So let's talk about the fact that you need to say yes to taking time for yourself. You need to say yes to giving yourself permission to exercise and eat well. You need to say yes to the fact that you can use technology and personal extenders to, what do I want to say? Help you structure your life in efficient ways. For example, it's okay to have a grocery delivery service, okay? It's okay to have a virtual assistant, maybe take care of some of the more menial tasks in your life. It's okay to use that same virtual assistant to maybe help with some of your schoolwork. And really, virtual assistants are, $10 to $15 to $20 an hour employees, which, even 2 or 3 hours a week may be very useful for you too. Number one. Number two, you're clearly spending a lot of money for medical school. At that point, that amount of expenditure is probably well within the budget and probably well within your mental budget for helping you out. You need to say yes to yourself for giving yourself permission to have time for exercise. I think one of the unhealthy aspects of our medical training is that you're encouraged frequently to say no to yourself always in lieu of everyone else. And I think that is one of the first ways, or the first brick in the wall, so to speak, of burnout. So please say yes to yourself. Please say no to things that are unreasonable. And please allow your mind to expand, to think of ways that you can leverage your time and get used to saying yes to yourself more often. And again, an example would be if you're going to do exercising, maybe you do exercise where you live, and like yoga or weights or an exercise machine or some sort of a time-saving way to exercise, in the fact that you don't have to travel. You don't have 20 or 30 minutes of traveling each way. A lot of times you could be done working out in 30 or 40 or 60 minutes, and you have traveled, not used that time at all. So try to be efficient with yourself and your time. There's only one of you. Try to leverage you with virtual assistants and with other time-saving maneuvers. But most importantly, say yes to yourself. Say no to things that are not really in your best interest, and determine when your BS bucket is full. So those are my quick and easy tips for med students and residents, and really all doctors as well, and all professionals. But let's get you better, and let's get you started off on the right foot, and then all of us together will have to work on our medical training programs to make sure that they're a little more humane and more tilted towards saying yes to yourself and no to abuse. So remember, jeffmoody.com, jeffmoodymd.com, Facebook Jeff Moody MD, LinkedIn Jeff Moody, The Doctor's Burned Out, A Physician's Guide to Recovery, and please sign up for my email list, our live streams, my book. Please connect. Would love to connect with you and get the help you need. That's really why I'm here. That's really what we're doing, is getting you the help you need to get recovered from burnout. Because burnout recovery is for you. Until next time, take care.